How are you guys? So, this week we are starting a 5-day challenge, and today is day one of our 5-day challenge. So, let me tell you about it. You know that at the beginning of September, I kind of shifted our group's focus from moms to mompreneurs. And I just really feel like what we're going to cover in this 5-day challenge is so powerful for moms who are business owners because it can possibly be a struggle that we all have had or maybe have right now. And I want to address that. I want to give you some things to think about and some things to do to work on this. So, what is that? What is our 5-day challenge? This is day one of the 5-day Mompreneur Grow My Audience challenge. So, if you have an online business, we are going to be talking about growing your audience this week. We are going to be hitting all the things. So that's going to be every day this week, Monday through Friday. We are going to be talking about how to grow your audience and why your audience is not growing, what you can do about that. So I'm really excited about this. It's going to be awesome. So I'd like to tell you a story. So if you've been with me for a while, and some of you have, some of you haven't, a lot of you are new to this group and you haven't known me for very long, but if you've been with me since the start of our group, which is just a little over a year ago, it was August of 2020, I started this Facebook group. And the topic of the Facebook group was completely different back then. When I started this Facebook group back in 2020, in August of 2020, the theme of this group was VBAC. Now, if you're not familiar with what VBAC is, the theme had nothing to do with moms who are struggling in survival mode and teaching them how to thrive and sharing that part of my story. Definitely had nothing to do with business, which is what I'm talking about now. But the theme of the group was VBAC. VBAC stands for vaginal birth after cesarean. Right. It has nothing to do with that. And the reason I started the group like that was because that was something I was really passionate about. I felt like I was called to serve moms who had had a C-section, like me. My first birth was a C-section. And all of my births after that, I was able to have successful, unmedicated, natural vaginal births. And, a lot of moms, they're searching on the internet for how to do that. So I'm like, okay, I can teach people how to do that. I've done that lots of times. And, this week, I'm probably going to be doing it again. Surprise, or sometime in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. I'm filming these videos in advance on Saturday, September 18th, so that when they post, just in case I go into labor this week, you've still got content for you in the group. So the problem is with when I was doing what happened with, even though I was passionate about helping moms to achieve a VBAC, if that's something that was their goal, and that was the people I was inviting into my group, I really was not into it, okay? And I was into it, but I wasn't like all into it. Do you know what I mean? And the reason why, I would just post sporadically, and that's a no-no. We're going to get into posting this week, posting on social media. We're going to get into all that this week. But I would just kind of post here and there. My posts were kind of okay, and no one was paying attention to me. No one was interacting with my posts. And I was not really happy about it. I was having to force myself to do even that. Can I tell you why? So I realized that even though I was passionate about VBAC, it was not my highest choice. My friend Heather Harbaugh and I had a conversation about this. And what she told me was, if you are operating in not from your highest choice, from like a lower choice, and I'm going to explain what I mean by highest choice in a minute. But if you're operating from that place, if that's the vibe that you're putting out in the world, it will include an element of self-sabotage. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was sabotaging my own message because it wasn't what I believed in the very, very most. So I wasn't showing up the way I wanted to. My business was going nowhere. It didn't even feel good to me. And what's the point of having your business if it's just, oh, I gotta get online again today. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm going to post about. What's the point of that business? Why are you even starting a business if it's going to be that? And I didn't, I was trying to create a product. My product didn't sell at all, not one thing. So I'm like, okay, something's not working. And so what I did was I did some mindset work. surprise, mindset work, it's me. So I did some really intense inner work. And I said, if Heather's right, I need to get clear on what my highest choice is. So I set aside a few hours uninterrupted. If you're a mom of 5 small children, that's quite a feat to get 5 hours, a couple hours, several hours all in a row uninterrupted. And I just really dove deep inside myself, asked myself a lot of questions to get clear on what my highest message was. And I realized that my highest calling was not to serve moms who had a C-section who didn't want to have another one, even though I can talk about that. That's not what my biggest passion is. That's not my purpose. And you know how I talk about aligning with my purpose all the time. My purpose and my calling to communicate was to share the part of my story about living in survival mode for 8 years and getting out of it by practicing mindset work and incorporating that as a regular daily part of my life and seeing the results in my life. And I was called to reach those moms. And now my calling has evolved even more to help moms who have that plan to start a business or who have started a business and they need that extra mindset support. They need to lay that foundation of mindset support so that they can have business success and see their lives and their families transformed. That is where I'm at right now. And you know what? Once I got clear on that, guess what happened? I started posting consistently. And because I started posting consistently, my audience started to grow because people started paying attention to me. People started sharing my stuff. People started talking about my stuff. They started actually commenting on my stuff and liking my stuff. That boosted the Facebook algorithm. And I was in it. I was posting because that was who I was deep down inside. And I was being a more authentic version of myself by being clear. Okay? By knowing myself and making myself known. Okay. And so, that is kind of what I want to talk about today. My question for you, if your audience is not growing, if you are trying to grow a business, but your online audience is not growing, I've got news for you. If your online audience is not growing, you're not going to be able to grow your business. Your audience, and that's not saying that it's going to grow, there's going to be spurts where it grows a lot and then it kind of slows down and then it grows a lot, but you should have a steady flow of people who are paying attention to you, who are interacting with what you're posting, who are in conversation with you. And that flow should be growing because otherwise your business is not going to grow. And you're going to be putting in a lot of work and not being able to enjoy the benefits, the profits from your work. There won't be any profits. You're just going to be spinning your wheels. So my question for you, if this is ringing a bell for any of you, this is my question. Are you clear on who you serve and how you serve them? Who are your people? And your people should be a previous version of you. How do you help these people? Who are these people? Get really specific, really clear on who you serve and how you serve them. And second question, is the story you're telling them about yourself, is the testimony you're sharing with them aligned to your highest self, to your highest choice? Are you being the most authentic version of yourself that is truly what is aligned with your purpose? That's a deep question. And I recommend, if this is ringing a bell with you, if this is hitting home for you, do what I did. Get alone and just really dive into that personal growth. And I'm going to post some links throughout the challenge to kind of some things I've created to kind of help you get those thoughts flowing, because you may think, okay, I need to do this, but I don't know where to start. I got you. And, I feel like that inner work is really going to transform your business. I'm telling you, this is a great place for you to start. So speaking of transforming your business by transforming your mindset, I want to remind you again, Mindset Mastery for Moms is on a flash sale only until the end of September, okay? Once the end of September is here, it's going back up to $9.97, but right now it's $2.97 to get in to Mindset Mastery for Moms. This program is awesome. I'm so proud of it. And I want you in there because I want you to experience the massive growth that I experienced in an accelerated way, as with me guiding you and teaching you and coaching you and having that group coaching every week and the videos to teach you the mindset tools that you need as an entrepreneur to succeed. So I will see